All right, guys, 89% of businesses are now using video as a marketing tool in 2025. 89 freaking percent. So if you're not on YouTube yet, which is the #1 video marketing tool, what the actual are you waiting for? I've built a channel with over 1 million subscribers, and I'm telling you right now, this isn't optional anymore. This isn't theory, this is cold, hard evidence. That's right, we've got data, we've got statistics, we've got surveys. And today I'm gonna be breaking down YouTube marketing strategies that actually work. No BS, no fluff, just facts. Because the creator economy is about to explode. We're talking growth of 143 billion in 2024 to almost 1.5 trillion in 2034. That's a 26.4% growth rate every single year. And remember, Google owns YouTube and they control 95% of mobile search. So when your potential clients are looking for solutions, they're in Google's ecosystem. They search stuff on Google, then they go on YouTube and the answers pop up. So let's get into it. So I come from a scientific background, I have a doctorate, and if you appreciate me doing these evidence-based videos on business, then let me know by gently tapping that like button and you'll see a lot more of it in the future. All right, so the first data that we're gonna talk about has to do with the dominance of video marketing and YouTube. Because the data doesn't lie. Like I said before, 89% of businesses are using video marketing right now. And YouTube is the most widely used video platform out there. It has over 2.5 billion active users. And so many B2B companies still think that YouTube is just for makeup tutorials, gaming, and cat videos. It's not. It's where your clients are, even if they are just watching gaming or cat videos. I mean, come on, who doesn't watch cat videos every now and then? Now, one thing I want to say is now is the best time to start a YouTube channel. Your competitors are either not on YouTube or they're on it, but they're doing it completely wrong. And right now, YouTube is boosting brand new channels. So it's easier than ever to grow right off the bat, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. And back when I started YouTube 5 years ago, it was much more difficult to start and it wasn't nearly as profitable. Now, all you need is a freaking iPhone. That's it. Now, by the way, speaking of me starting a YouTube channel and speaking of data, if you wanna see my actual YouTube analytics for my main channel, not some made up numbers, but my actual stats, in the spirit of transparency, I have that down in the description and the pinned comment below, so you can see what an actual normal YouTube journey looks like. And you also see exactly how we're getting clients from YouTube and which metrics actually matter. All right, so the next big point is the power of video for product understanding. Now here's a fact, 96% of marketers agree that videos have helped increase users' understanding of their product or service. And another 40% say that the biggest benefit of video content is helping customers understand their products and services. And think about it, it makes complete sense. What better way of understanding a product or service than to simply see it demonstrated? But you know what the problem is? People have the same excuse for not making YouTube videos as they do for not making sales videos. I'm not comfortable on camera. I don't have time. My product is too complicated. It's all BS. The best marketers out there are creating content all the time. And super highly produced content doesn't even perform as well as basic content that's filmed on an iPhone most of the time. So even if you're running paid ads or doing cold outreach and that's how you're initially getting leads, once those people discover you, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna look up you or your business on Google. And guess what's gonna pop up in the #1 spot? Your YouTube channel. So I don't have any hard studies or data on this, but my clients, for instance, when they have YouTube channels, generally report that they have a 30% higher ROAS when they're getting their leads from paid ads. And that's just with a tiny channel. With a bigger channel, the ROAS is much higher. All right, now that we understand the power of video marketing, YouTube, and we understand that clients can actually get to know your products better by looking you up on YouTube, let's talk about YouTube's influence on purchasing decisions. Because 51% of consumers rely on product videos to make purchasing decisions. So all marketers know that at any given time, only about 3% of any given market is ready to buy. And what do people do when they're ready to buy? They go to YouTube and they look up information on your products or services. And 51% of them are relying on product videos to make their purchasing decisions. So that's yet another reason to upload content to YouTube. And more than half of US viewers think that YouTube ads are more relevant than traditional TV ads. I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of people just completely ignore TV ads. They just completely tune out. So what do? I create videos talking about how I only have to work 4 hours a week or less on YouTube. Why? Because I hear this exact pain point on sales calls and from clients. I don't have time for YouTube. How can I possibly fit this into my busy schedule? I'm already working 60 hours a week. I'm a freaking business owner. Yeah, I hear it all the time. So I made a video addressing exactly that problem. And guess what? It converts like crazy. And this is especially effective if you're doing B2B marketing. One of my clients only gets 100 to 200 views per video, and they made $2 million last year. Another client gets about 500 to 1,000 views per video, and they made over $10 million. So when you target the actual problems that your prospects have, not what you think they have, but what they tell you they have during sales conversations and when you're talking to them, that's extremely effective. Oh, and also make sure you always do a call to action or multiple calls to action in every single video. All right, so you know how important YouTube is when it comes to marketing and getting new clients, but how exactly should you market to them? Well, that brings up point number 4, maximizing ROI with email integration. For this video, I only wanted to give the outlier statistics, right? The Pareto principle, the 80-20% of statistics, the ones that get you the best bang for the buck. And we all know that for every $1 you spend on email, you get $36 back. That is higher than any other channel other than social media itself. So you should be posting social media videos and you should be collecting email, because one of the biggest problems with YouTube is you can't directly reach out to your prospects. So when someone watches your video, that's it. They're gone unless you capture their information. So you need to create high value lead magnets. And the best way to do this is to give your customers really quick wins. For instance, my lead magnet with this video is literally pulling the curtains back and showing people my back-end analytics on my 1 million subscriber YouTube channel, which you can access down in the description and the pinned comment below. And this gives the clients an immediate win because most people don't have access to this information. And so the best lead magnets, especially for a busy B2B audience, are going to be very valuable, but more importantly, they're going to be something that they can consume quickly and get a quick win out of. So get people on your email list and build a strategic email sequence that converts viewers into leads and leads into clients. Now, speaking of converting leads into clients, that brings up the next point, which is speed to lead. This is absolutely crucial and almost nobody does it. Now, I actually have 2 different friends that own sales agencies, and they both do this, and one of them actually insists that all of their clients do this. And that is whenever they get a lead, they contact them within 5 minutes. And why do they do this? Because when you contact your leads within 5 minutes, it makes it 21 times more likely to turn them into a sales opportunity. And it's 21 times more likely compared to 30 minutes. Literally, that's the difference between contacting them 30 minutes later and 5 minutes later. So this is especially important if you're collecting people's phone numbers. You want to be calling them right away. And that means you want to have BDRs or appointment setters and probably have multiple of them at busy times. And this is an absolute cheat code. Think about it. 21 times more likely to turn them into a sales opportunity just by contacting them within 5 minutes. And this is something that I knew almost 10 years ago when I started one of my first agencies where I served realtors. And it's now made its way into the make money online space. Additionally, 78% of B2B customers buy from the vendor who responds first. So this is why it's so important for your sales team to follow up with people immediately. So if you're getting leads from YouTube and you're not jumping on them immediately, you are throwing money away. You're basically lighting money on fire. So if you can't afford to hire a team of appointment setters and BDRs, then try to at least have one appointment setter or BDR on during your busiest times. And if you can't afford to have one appointment setter or BDR, then at least set up immediate notifications, right? Create sales playbooks, have response templates ready. And this is literally like an immediate win that if you implement it, you're probably going to double or triple your sales. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the thing that stops so many people from uploading to YouTube. And that is they think that it takes too much time. And the truth is studies and data has shown that highly edited videos are only slightly better when it comes to watch time than raw authentic videos where you just basically talk off the cuff and they have minimalist editing, or in some cases no editing at all. And the raw authentic videos are significantly easier to make and they're also faster to make. And this is what I always tell business owners to start with. Start off with raw authentic videos that you can make very quickly, either recording your phone, just recording yourself with a phone, recording your screen, maybe even making a Loom video. And then once you find out what works, that's when you can increase the content quality. You can hire a video editor, put some animations in there, put some B-rolls in there, and increase the content quality. But what you want to optimize for at first is literally just putting more content out to see what your audience wants. Because if you're giving value and you're answering a question for someone that's a massive problem for them, they don't care about the fancy edits. And the sooner you find what they do care about, which is you solving their problems, the sooner you can make more content about that and get more leads and get more customers. Now, one other thing that I'll say, and I don't have hard data and hard statistics on this, but like I said before, if you're getting clients with other strategies like Facebook ads, or if you're doing cold outreach, having a YouTube channel will convert a lot more people than doing it without one, even if it's just a small channel. Especially effective strategy is if you're also running YouTube ads on top of your YouTube channel, because you can target the exact people that you want to watch your channel. And if you make good content, they're gonna stay. And this is exactly what I've helped a ton of people do. All the way from beginners to people who are already making 7 or even close to 8 figures a year. For instance, when Nicole first started working with me, she only had 85 subscribers and she was making $0 a month. And after working with me for a little bit, she got all the way up to over $80,000 a month. Felix, on the other hand, was ranging between $300,000 to $700,000 a month when he first started working with me. And last month he did over 1.3 million. And if you want to check out the case study that I did breaking down exactly what Felix did, you can check that out by clicking right here.